Welcome, basketball fans. Thanks for joining us on the Ramblers Sports Network, and welcome to the Greenhouse. Tonight's 2023-2024 Regis Girls home opener features a Western Clover Belt matchup between the Blackhawks of Bloomer and your Regis Lady Ramblers. The Ramblers are off to a strong 4-1 start this year, but are looking to bounce back after a 77-50 loss at McDonald on Tuesday night. Regis is led by fourth-year coach Teddy Joas. In each of his 3 previous seasons, the Lady Ramblers have been competitive, but middle of the pack in terms of their conference record. Senior leader Ashley Chilson and the girls hope they can turn the corner and stick around the top this season in the Western Clover Belt. Bloomer also enters with a strong record of 4-1, coming off their first conference win, 54-41 over Cadott on Tuesday. Coach Nikki Seibel is in her 10th year and looks to keep the momentum rolling tonight against the Regis Lady Ramblers. I'm Sawyer Sturs, and once again I have a new partner up here in the booth with me, the young buck, Peyton Stewart. He is a junior here at Regis High School, and he's interested in broadcasting, so what better way than to just bring him right in. He did some shadowing the other night for the boys game, but Peyton's going to give a brief intro of himself and jump into our Rambler Sports Network stats.
Thanks, Sawyer. I'm excited to be here. I'm interested in doing broadcasting. Bloomer's stats, Daniel Latz leads the Hawks with 11.5 points per game. Brooke Petsko with 9.2 and Brooklyn Sauer with 9. The Regis Ramblers are led by senior Ashley Chilson. She's averaging 14.6 points per game. Fun fact, she's the only player in the Clover Belt averaging a double-double. Carly Bors Jr. with 13.8 and Ava Hyman with 11.4.
All right, very good. Some additional tidbits that we have here. The Bloomer lineup, or the Bloomer varsity team, features no juniors or freshmen on their team this year, so that's kind of unique. Regis leads the Clover Belt West in second half points. Both of those statistics were found by Peyton, so thanks a lot for doing your homework tonight. So tonight's game is brought to you by Chilson Automotive, a family of dealerships and proud supporter of Regis Athletics. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, go take a look at one of their 3 locations in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, or Cadott. We're going to take a brief break here, folks, and we're going to turn it over to our PA guy, the legendary Joe Roach, and he's going to introduce us the national anthem and go through prayer. It also appears that we have some youth, some young Lady Ramblers down there that may be introduced. So kind of a cool thing that Coach Joas does is he likes to get the youngsters involved and get them excited, for their time when they come in and are in his program. So, again, we're going to pass it off, and we'll be back with you for starting lineups in just a few moments.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the home of the Ramblers and the Villa Court for this Western Clover Belt Conference game between the Bloomer Lady Blackhawks and your local Regis Lady Ramblers. We ask those who are able to please stand and remove your hats. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Lord, as we prepare for this game against Bloomer, we ask your blessing on both teams and the fans who are here to cheer them on. We enjoy the competition when both teams have an intense desire to win. Watch over and protect all who will travel to tonight's game and help everyone here to a safe trip home. We pray in the name of Jesus our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. And now to honor America and those defending our freedom, here is our national anthem.
All right. So, fun fact for you, Peyton, that national anthem is from the year of 2011. Yours truly was a senior in high school. I was in that choir, so I'm aging myself here, but yeah, it's a fast fact there. So, the starters for the Blackhawks, I'll lead off with those and then pass it over to Peyton to read off the home Ramblers. But for the Blackhawks, we have starting number 0, Brooklyn Sauer, number 10, Sierra Seibel, number 15, Danielle Latz, number 23, Brooke Petska, and number 1, Caitlin Jones.
And for your home team, starter will be number 1, Emma Klink. At number 10, Ava Hyman. Number 11, Carly Borst. Number 13, Annabelle Schroeder, and number 33, Ashley Chilson.
All right, very good. So there's your starting lineups. A little bit of background on each of these coaches. In his fourth season, Mr. Teddy Joas has a 2-2 record versus the Blackhawks. Each team has won on their home floors. So the Ramblers are 2-0 at home, and the Bloomer Blackhawks are 2-0 on their home floor. So one of these teams, the Bloomer Blackhawks, is going to try and change that tonight, and the Ramblers hope to pick up that third victory to keep the streak alive. So we're just about off here. Our gentlemen in stripes this evening are Jeremy Gibson, Travis Logslet, and John Dickinson II. And we can never forget our fair lady in stripes, Miss Zukaitis, taking a heck of a book down there. Does Miss Zukaitis still teach here at Regis, Peyton?
No, she helps out a lot in the virtual room.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
she's usually a sub.
So she's still around, but
yeah.
not as a full-time employee. Well, probably just about a full-time employee. And here's the tip. Chilson tips it to Hyman. Hyman was a piece that was missing last year. I believe she had a knee injury that kept her out essentially the whole season. There was some hope that maybe she could get back late, and I know she suited up, but she just didn't see any action. That one's tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Ramblers.
I think we're going to see a lot of Ashley Chilson tonight with the ball.
I would agree with that. She's been a staple for the Ramblers the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's the height advantage.
Yep, for sure. It's kind of runs in the Chilson family.
Yeah.
Well, they've had quite a few kids in the Clover Belt, Altoona, Regis.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like Bloomer's in a zone at 2-3. Finds Borst. Borst had a heck of a season last year for the Ramblers as well.
Yeah, she's continuing that campaign this year as the only junior in the starting lineup.
There you go. Little tidbit there. Full court pressure here as Bloomer tries to bring it up. Their first offensive possession. And that's a score for number 0, Brooklyn Sauer, one of the leading scorers for Bloomer. That name always trips me up, but I'll do my best.
Ooh.
And that's a steal. Number 15, Danielle Latz, and she's just off there. Coming back the other way, Hyman's got it.
Ooh.
And that one's stolen away. Keeping the pressure on. Let's see how Bloomer handles this. Nice backdoor cut by number 1.
Another miss.
Caitlin Jones. Oh. Carly Borsch has found a seam, and she's going to put one in.
There we go.
We're knotted up at 2. Three ball. Little long.
There. Ashley Chilson is one of 2 players in the Clover Belt averaging more than 10 rebounds per game.
Very nice.
2-point basket by
As number 15, Danielle Latz,
Yeah,
drops that one in.
That's senior leading scorer right there.
Chilson, a little bit of contact. Stripes are letting them play. Just lost the handle on it. Short. That was Sierra Seibel. I'd have to think daughter of Coach Nikki Seibel. Emma Klink for 3.
What a shot.
Correction, Emma Klink from Eva Hyman.
There goes Seibel again. She draws the foul and gets it to go. She's going to have a chance. We're going to get this down right now. Okay, so on a 3-point play, an old-fashioned 3-point play, I'm going to say, and she gets it to go. What's that, Peyton? What does she have a chance for? And you're going to say?
And a 1.
And 1, but I like to say an old-fashioned 3-point play.
Haven't heard that one.
I
before.
guess that must be the old school way. And she gets it to go. So that was Seibel.
All right.
She's got 3 there. Bloomer sticking in that zone. Backdoor Chilson.
There we
Finishes. Good find by Annabelle Schroeder there.
go. This offense is finding their way right now.
There you go. All knotted up at 7. Just off the mark by Danielle Latz. Hyman's got it. Off the mark,
Chilson.
but- Yep,
Chilson with the
rebound.
rebound.
And Hyman.
What
for
a
3.
shot. Right over the defender.
So a pretty balanced attack by the Ramblers thus far. Hyman's in a little bit of trouble, but she finds Chilson, who takes it all the way, gets her own rebound, and
Yeah.
finishes.
By Ashley Chilson.
Seibel fires from deep, and it's just a little short. The Ramblers are back on the attack.
Ramblers
Batted out of Chilson's paws, but it's going to stay there. Missed a substitution, sorry. So number 12, Malia Casson, came in, and she's going to come out. Now we've got Boris back in, who she replaced.
Yeah.
And what do we got here? Kara Olson is going to replace Ashley Chilson. In for Bloomer is, let's see here, number 31, Addison Zwiefelhofer. That's a Bloomer name if I've ever heard one. And in comes Izzy Reichert for Annabelle Schroeder. So Coach Joas has really got the lines moving here, keeping them fresh. Petska just misses. Rebounded by Zwiefelhofer. She's off the mark, and there goes Hyman. Up to Borst. Gathers herself. Kara Olson gets called for the travel.
violation against the Ramblers. Blackhawks ball.
So 12-7. Lady Ramblers. Good pass by Zwiefelhofer. Down to number 23,
Yeah.
Brooke Petska, who puts it in for 2.
Basket by number 23. Brooke Petska.
Hyman's getting the offense going. Got another line change at the scorer's table.
Chilson coming back into the game.
Looks like Annabelle Schroeder as well. And I think we have a Bloomer Blackhawk down there. Another travel called on the Ramblers, that time Kara Olsen. So we had Chilson and Schroeder, and now Isabel Rubenzer is entering for the Blackhawks. She replaced number 15, Danielle Latz. Caitlin Jones looked to fire. She thought otherwise. Petska's got it out top. She drives in.
Regis is playing some good defense on that possession right there. They're sticking to that man-to-man.
Yeah, they're definitely making it difficult for the Blackhawks. Seemed a little rushed there, and a poor pass that resulted in a turnover. Just about the whole team guarding Chilson. It's going to be a foul on the ground. That's going to be on Brooklyn Sarauer.
Bloomer foul on number 0, Brooklyn Ferraro. That's the first personal, first team.
First foul on the night.
The Lady Helen in the lineup for the Blackhawks.
Number 25, Helland enters for the Blackhawks. Ramblers showing patience. Skip pass to Kara Olsen, who fires from 3. Oh, she almost got the friendly roll.
Yeah. Made a couple bounces on the backboard there.
And number 1, Caitlin Jones, had an easy bucket there. Hyman brings it back up. Over to Schroeder. To Olsen. Good find by Olsen. Oh.
She's looking for Ava Hyman right there.
It's a little bit of a miscommunication. As Klink and I missed the second who came in, but might have been Borst. Skip pass. Petska looks ready to pull that trigger, but she's not doing it quite yet. Here goes Seibel on Chilson, blocked by Chilson. That's out of bounds, off Bloomer.
Yeah.
Izzy Reichert, number 21, sophomore, getting some action tonight. She saw a little time towards the end of the season last year as a freshman.
Yeah, she's the only sophomore on varsity right now.
Ava Hyman's coming back in. She's going to replace who we were just talking about, Izzy Reichert.
Izzy Reichert.
Down into number 53, Avery Sieg, just off the mark. Jump ball.
Ava Hyman on the ground fighting for that one.
Oh, they called a foul.
Ooh.
I had thought it was a jump ball, but a foul on Hyman.
The ball is loose, and she went after it.
Can't fault her for that. Into Petska, who just missed. Out of bounds, going to go back to the Lady Ramblers. We haven't had a break in the action yet, Peyton. Pretty fast-paced game.
Yeah.
Sauerers checking back in. And Klink puts it up. Hyman follows, and she's short. Rebounded by Borst. Hyman throws it up. It's pandemonium down there. Oh, and Bloomer finally reels it in.
Regis fighting for the rebound on every shot right there.
That's a carry on number 23, Brooke Petska. Serauer enters, and we have our first break. Timeout, Ramblers. And while we have that, let's try and get lined up with our stats here. I missed a few.
Yeah. Very few fouls so far.
Yeah, quick-paced game, as I had said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're keeping it close out there right now.
You know, obviously we're very early on in Western Clover Belt play, but Bloomer, because of their B in the alphabet, they sit atop the Western Clover Belt at 1-0. Obviously hoping to stay there, and the Ramblers hoping to change that script here tonight. Little moisture on the floor. Luke Howard, Mayo Health System AT here tonight, helping us out. After many years at Regis with Marshfield Clinic, transferred to, I want to say it was like Durand High School, and now here he is back with us this year, maybe for the remainder of his career.
Yeah.
All right, so after everyone gets a breather, here come the Lady Ramblers, trying to get something going again. Swinging that ball around. Oop, dangerous pass there.
There's Chilson in the post right now, looking for the ball.
Klink.
Right off
just
the
short.
front.
And here come the Blackhawks. Petska leads the way to Sauerer. Into Seibel, who finds Sauerer, who puts it in for Bloomer. I believe that's their first lead of the evening. Very early on in the game yet, halfway through the first half. Tip to Hyman and over and back. Her toe just slipped across the half-court line. Bloomer's got a line change coming in here. Number 31, Addison Zwiefelhofer. Number 15, Danielle Latz coming back in. Pretty balanced substitutions from Coach Nikki Seibel and the Blackhawks. I think almost their whole bench has seen some action. Coach Seibel a little confused on the call there, as am I. I don't know if you.
I didn't see anything right there.
Who was it? Number 1, Caitlin Jones must have had a toe on the line. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Just the signal the ref made, I didn't follow. So the Ramblers have it again. Leah Casson getting some action, and
Great
Emma
shot.
Klink.
Second 3 of the evening.
Stolen away.
Oh.
Schroeder. And a foul on Sauerauer. It's going to be her second. And as a Blackhawk fan, you don't really like to see that, but she's an experienced player. I'm sure she'll be able to be smart and hold off on the contact. And back the other way. Illegal screen on Malia Casson. So number 10 back in, going to replace Sauerauer, who's got those 2 fouls, Seibel. Here comes Caitlin Jones. To Petska, over to Seibel. Petska, just short.
This
Rebounded.
Regis defense won't allow any good shots this evening.
That is tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Ramblers. Ava Hyman into Cassing. Cassing's triple teamed. Hyman's able to save that one this time around.
Yeah.
Klink to Schroeder. Out to Chilson. It almost kind of seems like anytime they try and get it into the post, it's a little too bogged down in there.
Ooh,
As
what
Hyman
a shot.
drills a nice one there. That certainly helps their cause. 18-13. Seibel, a little long there, but she is able to steal it away. And Petska this time, rebounded by Chilson. Foul on number 10, Sierra Seibel. So kind of a bang-bang sequence there. Izzy Reichert back in for number 1, Emma Klink. Kara Olsen's going to enter as well. She's coming in for Malia Cassing. The Rambler boys were in a tight contest last night. I watched on the live stream, but Peyton was there. It looked to me like Weisenberger had a look for the win at the end of the game, but just couldn't quite get it to go. But
Yeah, just off the front of the rim right there.
good find by Kara Olsen down to Izzy Reichert. Reichert's got her first 2 of this evening's game, but she picks up a foul there. She took a elbow to the mouth. Seems to be okay.
Rambler foul on number 21, Izzy Reichert, her first personal, 5th team foul. Avery Sieg into the lineup for Bloomer.
Sieg enters for Bloomer, number 53.
It's been a pretty fast pace game. Couldn't spit that out there.
And Caitlin Jones picked up a foul there. Little elbow. As Chilson just a little long from the elbow. Good pass, but just off the mark by number 53, Sieg. Izzy Reichert trying to take it up strong. Oh, and she doesn't get the friendly roll, but she's going to go to the line for 2. Fouls on number 15, Danielle Latz.
She's been quiet this evening in the scoring part.
Lizzie Reichert at the line for the Ramblers, shooting 2.
Reichert goes 1 for 1 at the line.
Emma Klink, Carly Borst, and Malia Cassing.
Klink, Borst, and Cassing.
Annabelle Schroeder.
In for Hyman, Schroeder, and Chilson. So again, both teams using about an 8 to 9 player rotation.
Makes 2.
Over to Sieg. Latz trying to make something happen. Sieg's got it again. Kicks it out to Petska for 3. Short. And there's a foul called. Coach Joas doesn't like that one. It appeared that 21, it seemed Reichert had position, but the referee called a push.
Yeah.
So respect that call because he makes the final, so no point in arguing. Reichert picks up her second foul. Latz
There we go.
drops in. A little 2-point basket there. Trying to get something going with just over 4 left in this first half. 22-15 Ramblers. Kara Olsen into
Borst in the
Borst.
paint.
Gets blocked, but finds Kara Olsen for 3 of hers.
They've been good at the 3 ball tonight.
They certainly have. Steal attempt by Olsen, but Seibel recovered. Double dribble. It's going to go the Rambler way. In a shocking development, Coach Joas is not wearing his crispy white sneakers, man. I can't believe this.
I was just going to mention that to you.
Oh, my goodness. I was just talking about that the other night when Coach Miller had his crispy whites on, but Coach Joas is changing it up. He's got some black Under Armour. He must think he's on the refereeing crew this evening. Oh, bad pass, but good save.
Right over the hoop.
That's going to go back the Ramblers' way. Kara Olsen, floor general over to Klink. Down into Borst.
Ooh. Gets the foul called there.
That was on Latz, number 15. So Borst will have a shot at 2 free throws. As Coach Rorscheib calls Emma Klink over to have a word. Borst hits the first. And we've got Chilson, Schroeder, Hyman, and Klink was in there. Chilson, Schroeder, and Hyman. And then number 12, Isabel Rubenzer. I think 31, Addison Zwiefelhofer. And sorry, I missed the other. But 3 came in for Bloomer. Early on in the season, we'll sort it out.
Fast break here with Schroeder. There we go.
And she finishes.
First points of the evening.
Sorry about that. I got to watch my foot here. Timeout to the Lady Blackhawks. Regis on a little run. Scores up to 14-point lead, 29-15. And we're going to send it over to a nice commercial here. See you in a second.
This is never a number.
We are a community. The chance to have a really small environment was super important for all of our kids. The kids love it here, and as parents, we do too.
I know every single person here, and it's great.
The faith aspect of it and the morals and the lessons learned, you just can't get that anywhere else.
Enrollment for the coming school year is now open. Learn more at regiscatholicschools.com.
All right. So the Ramblers are going to try and keep it going here out of the timeout. Blackhawks have the ball. 3 minutes left to play in the first half. Petska brings it up. Finds Caitlin Jones.
We're just playing some great on-ball defense with that man-to-man.
A lot of pressure applied here. Petska found a seam but just couldn't get the layup to go. There's Sauerauer. She's off on the three. And number 12, Isabel Rubenzer. She gets her first two.
Basket by Isabel Rubenzer.
Hyman to Schroeder. Ashley Chilson calling for it.
They always have a lot of movement going on in their offense.
We got some legends up here. Kyle Johnson and Tony Reinders making an appearance. Hyman. Ooh, just a little long, but Chilson's there. And she's able to get it up and in for two.
That's a familiar sight. We see her with the rebound, puts it right up.
Our leading lady.
She'll get called for a foul here.
Foul on number 33, Ashley Chilson, her second personal, 7th team foul.
And number 31, Addison Zwiefelhofer is going to go to the line. Long on the first. Malia Cassing entering for the Ramblers. She's going to replace Chilson. And number 15, Danielle Latz is going to enter for number 12, Isabel Rubenzer. Coach Joas checks in at the table with our favorite Miss Zakaitis.
Kind of a Regis legend.
Yeah. And Zwiefelhofer misses two. Hyman over to Borst. Klink's got it. Back over to Hyman. Cassing's posting hard. Good cut by Schroeder. She finds Borst.
Right under the basket.
All right, Carly Borst has 4 points on the night. Sauerauer over to Caitlin Jones. Into number 31.
Klink with the rebound.
Zwiefelhofer just off the mark. Klink into Borst. Out to Hyman for three at the top of the key, and she gets it to go.
Third three of the evening for Hyman.
And another one, another three ball for Brooke Petska. Her first of the night, but back-to-back threes up and down the court. 36-20, 16-point lead for the Ramblers. Cassing's got it. She finds Klink in the corner.
That's a familiar sight.
Hyman taking her time. 8 on the clock. Into Cassing. Off the side of the backboard. Petska, she's got little time. I don't know if she knows. Gets it off. And just long off the backboard. We're going to go to halftime with the Lady Ramblers leading 36-20. We'll come back in a few moments with our leading scorers, and we're going to send you off to a famous Zane Cullinan commercial here. See you in a few.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Regis Catholic Schools.
My name is Marianne Callahan, and I have 2 children at Regis Middle School. I believe in our Catholic schools because they provide a beautiful faith-based education for my children.
My name is Father Derek Sikowski. What makes Regis Catholic Schools unique is the combination of both strong Catholic faith and a lot of individuals, the pastors, the teachers, the administrators, the parents.
I'm Griffin Johnson. I am a junior at Regis Catholic Schools. Well, it's just a great environment here. Here at Regis is just kind of like we're just a big family.
I'm Erica Gillespie. I teach at St. Mary's Elementary in Altoona, Wisconsin. Well, I think as soon as you walk into any of our buildings, you feel a sense of family. And when you choose to send your kids here, you become part of that bigger family.
My name is Sam Rubenzer. I think the Regis family is certainly something that goes back generations, so that's something that's really wonderful. And you can see that there's a lot of camaraderie and there's, again, a shared sense of identity here at Regis.
I love the education my kids receive. I love that they get to practice their faith daily here, and that it's in an environment that is just warm and inviting, and they're safe and so comfortable here.
Our kids love being at Regis because they have a sense of camaraderie with other kids that also have a Catholic faith and a Catholic moral upbringing.
The thing I love most about my school is the small class sizes that we have, because that really offers us a chance to have more one-on-one time with our teachers if we need more help with subjects.
The standards are higher, and there are great expectations for our kids to achieve, and the teachers do their best to help them do that.
Our teachers really hold us accountable for all of our academics. They always make sure we're on track, and they always make sure we're working to the best of our ability.
And the teachers really care about your child, and they will support them not only academically but spiritually, and they really go out of their way to make a connection with your child.
We are able to engage at every level of the human person every single day, in every classroom, in every subject, and that's something that you can't put a price tag on.
Well, God is at the heart of all that we do, in everything. And I think what is so great about our schools is that we strive to find ways to serve the community each year in different ways. So even our littlest learners know how important it is to share God's love with their classmates, their families, and the community.
Regis Catholic Schools is accessible to absolutely everyone with financial aid and tuition assistance. There is never any reason that somebody should not be able to go to Regis Catholic Schools.
Regis as a family does really come together and support the people that want their kids to have a Catholic education very well. They come together and provide all kinds of different types of assistance, and so you simply just need to ask for help and be available to receive that assistance.
It is so well worth it for us to sacrifice financially for our kids to come here, because honestly we don't feel like it is a sacrifice. We feel like it is an investment in their future.
But I try to give people the advice of don't look at it just from a financial perspective. Obviously there's a lot of different options financially, and so that's really important. Really try to look at the type of education you want your kids to have.
And our teachers are very dedicated to providing the best quality education for our students, and we're there to nurture them academically but also spiritually and help them establish a foundation that's really based on morals and setting them up for success in the future.
I've witnessed the difference that Regis Catholic Schools make because of how content my kids are. They are just happy to be at school here because they're in a family environment where teachers are invested, parents are invested, and everybody wants what's best for them.
Visit our website to schedule a tour. Learning today, leading tomorrow. Regis Catholic Schools.
All right, so we're just about started with the second half. I'm going to toss over to Peyton. He's going to give us our leading scores from the first half, and then we'll get going.
Yeah, our leading scorer for Regis is Ava Hyman with 9, and then for Bloomer, it's Brooke Petsko with 5.
All right, so we're off in the second half. See what kind of adjustments the Blackhawks made. And their leading scorer, Danielle Latz, comes out. Scores right away. She's got 6 now. Hyman over to Klink. Down to Chilson. Good move by Chilson, just a little bit long.
Yeah, Regis is definitely a second-half team.
Yeah, as Peyton had found for us, the Ramblers lead the Western Clover Belt in second half points scored. Sauerauer gets another 2 points.
6 on the evening.
Balance attack.
Chilson loses the ball.
Sauerauer to Jones. Into Latz. Just a little bit too high. Klink finds Hyman to Borst. And Borst gets a 2 to go.
What a transition right there by the Ramblers.
Ramblers getting that pressure back on. Full court. Stolen by Klink.
Hyman.
A little long. Sauer with the board. Bringing it up for the Blackhawks. Takes it all the way. Ooh. And just a little long on the finish. Can't get it to go. Hyman up to Schroeder. Good pass over to Klink, and she hits for 2.
Great passing in the second half right now.
Ramblers are really running the floor as we come out in this second half. Jones, nice take.
Good layup right there.
She's got 4 on the night. Hyman over to Borst. Finds Schroeder. Ooh.
Little miscommunication right there.
Klink was open, just wasn't looking for the ball. So it's going to go back to the Blackhawks. Into Petska. Over to Seibel. To Sauer, back to Petska. Well, they broke the press. Seibel for 3.
Ooh.
Short. Rebounded by Chilson. Finds Borst running the floor. Finishes.
She's got 9 on the evening.
Timeout. Charge to the Blackhawks. A 30-second.
Rambler program sponsors this season: Area Electric, Triple Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Cowboy Jack's Restaurant, Rob and Amber.
Well, we have a break here. Coming up tomorrow, we've got some Ramblers in action. The Raw team is traveling, the wrestling team is traveling to Toma. Weigh-ins start at 8 a.m. Coaches meeting at 8:30, and things will get underway about 9:30. So if you're interested in seeing some wrestling tomorrow and you want to do some traveling down south, head on down to Toma and support the Regis Altoona wrestling program.
I'm sure Coach Joas is very happy for the start of this second half.
I would have to agree.
Team's gotten out to a hot start right now.
A lot quicker pace. They're running the floor a little bit more than they did in the first half. Seibel takes
almost
it.
Got to go.
Schroeder finds Hyman. Hyman takes it in. Floater just a little long. Sauerauer brings it back up for the Blackhawks. Danielle Latz.
A little
She's
short.
Hyman's going to take it up. Regis slowing it back down.
Lots of movement in and out of the paint.
Klink for three, rolls in and out.
Could not get that corner shot to go.
Hyman off, Borst rebound. That one's short. Chilson on the floor.
Tries to
Bloomer
kick it
comes
out.
up with it. Danielle Latz. Good take by Latz. Nice find by Sauer.
That's getting a good start as well as we enter the second half.
They're going to get a foul on number 10, Seibel.
That'll be her second.
And entering for the Ramblers is Kara Olson and Izzy Reichert, replacing Hyman and Schroeder. Into Chilson. Reichert in the corner, fires.
Long.
Kara Olson
Great
there,
rebound.
gets the rebound and puts it up. Here comes Bloomer. Sauer
Contested. Swish.
gets the three.
3-point basket by Brooke Sauer.
Basket counts. And there's a foul on the Ramblers. It's going to stay with the Blackhawks. Foul on Klink with a push.
Rambler foul on number 1. Their first personal.
So Klink picks up her first foul. And Sauer again.
Could not find that one.
That's going to be off Izzy Reichert, and it's going to stay with the Blackhawks.
Seibel, great hustle for the ball right there. Trying to get Bloomer back into this game.
Sauer for
Deep.
three.
Ooh.
Oh, just missed.
Just a little bit to the right.
Ramblers ball.
Now it's going to go back to the Ramblers with 13 minutes to go in the second half. 13-point lead.
Bounce
Oh,
pass into
kind of-
Bloomer.
Kind of forced that pass in there from Olsen. Forced, had a few Lady Blackhawks by her and got stolen away. Number 1, Lakin Jones, is going to go to the line for 2.
First personal, second team foul.
Foul's going to be on Kara Olsen.
The Blackhawks shooting 2.
And Jones goes 1 for 1 so far. Hyman and number 3, Erin Cardona Ferrer, comes in, seeing her first action of the night. Saw her out on the JV floor earlier this evening. And Jones goes 2 for 2 at the line. She now has 6 points.
Bloomer team putting up a fight, not wanting to go down.
And that's going to go out of bounds, and the Blackhawks are going to take over.
Schroeder checking in for Cardona Ferrer. Petsko pushing the ball up the court.
Sauer
Latz.
finds Latz. Fade away.
Great
Drops
shot.
it in.
That's her 10th point of the night.
Seems like the Ramblers are just trying to force things the last good timeout. That's what I was going to suggest there.
Bloomer is on a run. Coach Joe is trying to stop that and meeting with his team.
The Rambler boys will be here next Tuesday, December 12th, 7:15 against Bloomer.
So it's a 16-point game at the half. And the Blackhawks have gone on a 15-8 run to start this half. They're back in firing distance here. Ramblers are regrouping. Like I was saying, they just kind of started playing a little bit out of control, and Coach Joe's called a timeout to reel them back in and see what he drew up out of this timeout.
No surprise there. Ball gets inbounded to Hyman.
And into Chilson. Back to Hyman. Trying to get into their set.
Surprised Olsen didn't shoot that right there. Had a little bit of time.
They get a travel on Hyman. All right, we'll see if the Blackhawks can keep this little run going that they have. Jones looked to shoot. Latz takes it.
Ooh,
doesn't get the friendly roll. Hyman gets the rebound.
Floater. Gets a bounce.
She gets the friendly roll.
That puts her in double digits this evening. She's got 11. Chilson with the tip.
Seibel takes it.
Cannot get that one to go. Regis pushing the ball up.
They got numbers.
Ooh. Chilson loses the ball and all the commotion.
So Carly Boris is going to re-enter the game.
Chilson coming out. Klink
Emma
also.
Klink. As well as Malia Cassing. And Addison Zwiefelhofer for the Blackhawks.
Petsko will dribble the ball up the court, guarded by Schroeder.
Zwiefelhofer takes it inside.
A little long. Schroeder.
Finds Klink. Blocked by Latz.
Off by Borst. Out of bounds. Definitely a slow start coming out of that timeout for Regis.
As Petska brings it up and passes it to Jones. Nice little two-man game there, and Jones takes it in and draws the foul. Klink picks up another foul. Borst awaits at the scorer's table. Lakin Jones misses the first.
Right off the front of the rim.
Hyman. Hyman comes in for Reichert. Jones looking to go 1 for 2 here if she can put this one in. And she's off.
Borst. Hyman dribbling the ball up court. Borst with a wide open three. A little bit to the right. Cassie with the rebound.
And gets it to go. She's got a chance at a
old-fashioned
3-point play. Gotta love it.
That's her first points of the night, too. Looking to make 3. Right off the front of the rim. Jones with the rebound. Gives it to Sauerauer. Jones. Ooh. Not a friendly bounce there. Klink. Right back to Klink from Borst.
Here comes Latz. Good move there. And she gets it to go.
That was a good move. Puts her to 12.
So she's creeping up on that season average, she just surpassed it at 12. She's shooting 11.5 points per game.
Yeah. She's quiet in the first half, but definitely making her mark now. Hyman with the layup.
Very good take.
She's got 13. That's
the pace.
Dribbling.
Oops, sorry. The pace this second half is really
in and out,
gone much faster than the first.
Intended pass to Sauerauer. Klink blocks it up.
Number 25, Delaney Helland.
Chilson will also check into the game for Klink.
Number 10, Seibel, and number 53, Sieg, in for Bloomer.
Chilson been quiet this game. Oh.
Double dribble by Hyman. Now you talk about Chilson, and you can really tell that they're keying on her. You know, I've seen upwards of 3 Blackhawks kind of surrounding her once she gets the ball. Seibel's got it over to Sieg. Finds Petska at the top of the key. Helland.
Sieg. Off the backboard and in. First points of the evening.
One of those Bloomer sophomores getting some points on the board.
Hyman from deep. Not a pretty shot there.
Number 12, Isabel Rubens are going to enter for the Blackhawks. As Petska brings it up.
Schroeder been the primary defender on Petska. Sieg again. Short.
Out of bounds. Going to go back to the Ramblers.
Rubenser trying to save it. Could not get a hand on it, though. Hyman as the primary ball handler will facilitate this offense as she gives it to Cassing. Back to Borst. Borst, ooh, not a good bounce.
They're going to get a foul on number 53, Avery Sieg. Oh, sorry. Number 12, Isabel Rubenser.
Schroeder inbounding the ball for the Ramblers into Chilson. Gives it to Hyman as she moves to the top of the key.
Again, the Ramblers showing patience with an 11-point lead, just over the halfway point in the second half.
Trying not to force anything, but
Helen batted it away and out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Ramblers. Good defense there.
Yeah, tried to make a jump on it.
Timeout by Coach Teddy. As the Ramblers got set to bring the ball up their last possession, you can see Coach Cassing down there just kind of motioning, slow down, and that the Ramblers did. So I think the girls are, trying to do a little bit too much, and the staff is right there along with them. All right, we're going to send it over to a commercial. Be back.
Give your child a strong start in our Regis Catholic Schools kindergarten classrooms.
Kindergarten is far more academic than it used to be, but even with all the curriculum that we have to do, we find a lot of ways to make fun.
My teacher's fun and she cares about me.
I appreciate the parent-teacher partnership in the Catholic schools, that the teachers are always willing to talk to the parents and make sure they're doing what's best for your child.
I love to learn with my friends.
Enrollment is now open and kindergarten spots fill quickly.
All right. So coming out of the timeout, it's going to be Rambler basketball. Another themed night for the students down there. At Jersey night the other night, and we got,
I think it
looks like
country
night. I would have said flannel, but kind of same deal. I see some cowboy and cowgirl hats out there. You would probably know better than me as you're a student here.
I think they pronounced it as hick out is what they posted, but not many people wore the theme, it looks like.
Only the diehards tonight. Cassing.
Nice shot. Gets her second basket of the night.
Bloomer pushed it, and
Seibel came up with a scheme right there to get the ball on fast.
Rubenzer was off the mark, and the Ramblers come back with the ball.
Borst
running their motion set.
Chilson at the top of the key. Just takes it in herself.
A little
Misses
too strong off the backboard. Danielle Latz back in.
Definitely making a name for herself right now.
She replaces Sieg. Klink comes in for Cassing. Put in some quality minutes out there. Got another bucket.
Yeah.
Borst up top.
Swatted away by Seibel.
Schroeder's going to inbound.
I think she's their primary inbounder, as she's been doing it all game. Gives it to Hyman, to Borst. Chilson shoots right off the front of the rim.
That was her first 3 attempt of the night, I believe.
Ooh.
Borst draws the foul on Seibel, I think. Yep.
Blackhawk foul number 10, Sierra Seibel. That's her third personal.
Seibel picks up her third. Borst is going to go to the line.
Not many fouls in this second half so far, so they've been playing a pretty clean game. Borst makes the first.
Number 1 and number 23 in for Bloomer. That's Jones and Petska.
No subs for Regis, though, as Joas likes the look of his team right now. Got a comfortable 14-point lead. Borst trying to make that 15. And she does.
So Sauer is going to bring it up the floor for the Blackhawks.
That'll put Borst to double digits.
And Jones finds Jones for a layup. She finishes there.
Not many threes made by this Bloomer team, as they're primarily on the inside.
Chilson trying to make a move on Seibel, and they call the travel. 5.5 left in the second half.
Bloomer trying to make a comeback happen. Their offense came out hot at the start of the half, but kind of slowed down.
Lake and Jones, a little too much on that one. Got a hand to the Blackhawks. They've, found a way to stick around.
Hyman, almost got that one to go.
Rebounded by Seibel, and Petska takes it.
Guarded by Hyman.
Draws the foul.
That'll be Hyman with their second of the night.
So Petska's going to go to the line for 2.
Brooke Petska at the line, shooting 2.
Joas having a one-on-one chat with Hyman.
Petsko with a nice free throw right there. Puts her to 6. And makes the second.
So back to an 11-point game.
I'd expect Regis to slow it down. Turnover there.
Sauerer takes it up. She finds Jones.
Off the backboard.
Nice left-handed finish by Jones.
Jones enters the double digits. As they're only down by 9 now. Great pass by Hyman to fit it in.
Ooh.
Turnover again. Jones pushing the ball up the court. Takes the 3. Ooh, off the front of the rim.
Sauerer with the rebound.
Gets another. Fighting for it.
And timeout by Coach Nikki Seibel.
Only down by 9. I'd expect her to get the ball to one of her playmakers here.
I'll tell you what, Caitlin Jones is having a great night for the Blackhawks. Not one of their leading scorers based on the statistics we have off Wiz Sports, but she's really had a nice game and has been finding the backdoor cuts and has gotten some nice passes from her teammates, and she's putting in the buckets when she's had the opportunities. So this has kind of been the difference maker for them to be sticking around in this game, especially with their leading scorer, Danielle Latz, who was off to a kind of a slow start. So
got back into it, though.
Yep.
Sauerer averaging 9, and she has exactly that right now. I'd expect her to try and boost that, though. Latz could not get it to go as Boris with the rebound gives it to Hyman.
And they're going to get Caitlin Jones with the foul.
That'll be her second. Oh, it's her third, excuse me. Must have missed the second one then.
Chilson, nice find. Oh, but they call the charge. Charge taken by number 15, Latz.
Borst is upset about that one, and I think Joas is too.
Inbounded to Sauerer. Back to Seibel. Seibel's going to break the press all on her own.
Jones near the logo. Passes it back to Seibel. Latz. Shoots. Ooh.
Seibel gets the board. Picks up her dribble.
Looking for someone. Sauerer.
And rebounded by Chilson over to Hyman.
This is dangerous. Reichert turns it over there, trying to get the ball to Borst. Sauerer with the ball. Seibel gets it. Great screen there by Latz. Could not come away with any points, though.
If Latz would have turned and followed that play, she would have been right there for the board. But
got 2:45 remaining. Regis up by 9. Over to Hyman. Dangerous pass by Chilson, though, as she leaves it in the air. Schroeder. Back to Hyman. Looks for Borst.
Good cut by Reichert. Getting it back out top.
Regis just passing it around. Chilson gets it. Gets her 8th point of the night.
Very good ball movement there by the Ramblers,
Yeah, that
showing
was.
patience. And Hyman picks up a foul.
Joas is not happy with that one.
That's 16 fouls for the Ramblers.
Hyman gets her 3rd. Lats.
It's going to stay with the Blackhawks.
Pass was broken up by Hyman.
Down to 2 minutes left in the game. Klink's going to check in.
Izzy Reichert comes out as they got all the starters in right now to finish the game, I presume. Ooh.
Stolen away by the Ramblers.
Great defense by Borst as she pops it up to Chilson.
Foul's going to be on Seibel.
That's her 4th of the night. She's approaching foul trouble, but with only 2 minutes left, it might not make a big difference in this game.
But Rubenzer replaces her. And we're 1 foul away from the bonus in for each team here. So a violation there, I believe. Either Chilson bounced the ball out of bounds or Hyman had her right foot out of bounds on the inbound.
Yeah.
So Sauer into Latz.
Shoots it. Cannot get that one to go as Hyman with the rebound. Sauer trying to get the foul.
Bloomer's going to play the foul game for the remainder of the game.
Sauer is going to be charged with a reaching foul. That is her 3rd.
So Hyman's going to go to the line for 1 and 1.
Ava Hyman at the line for the Ramblers, shooting the bonus.
She hits the first.
Hyman was fixing her knee braces before the free throw as that caused her to be out all season last year. I'm sure Joas missed her last year.
She goes 2 for 2 at the line and increases the lead to 13 points for the Ramblers with 1.5 minutes to go in the second half. And number 23, Petska, draws the foul.
Hyman with her 4th. Hyman with those free throws boosts her to 15.
Petska misses the first.
Petska's been quiet with only 7. She's averaging 9.2 on the year.
She goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Puts her up to 8.
Still a 12-point Regis lead.
Inbound to Schroeder. Puts it up to Hyman. Klink open in the post, but can't find her.
Bloomer's got a foul, but they don't have many players that have many to give.
Bloomer foul on number 23, Brooke Petska, her first personal.
That's her first.
So there's Petska. She's going to be the gal who's going to have to do the fouling. We've got A.D. Sire joining us here, listening in as Hyman hits the first.
I bet she's looking for 20 now. She's reaching that mark.
She goes 2 for 2.
Puts her up to 17 with the... She gets the steal. Petska not happy with the ball as she's arguing with her ref.
Heads up play by Hyman to be ready for that. So Petska picks up her second.
Very possible for a 20 bomb from Ava Hyman.
She inches closer there, hitting another free throw.
makes the second. She's at 19, one more.
There's Rubenzer. She gets 2. Chilson up to Schroeder.
I'm expecting a foul, maybe not.
To Chilson, over to Hyman. She's probably going to hold for the foul.
No. Dribbles it around.
Oh.
Out of bounds into the student section.
Seemed like some scared little boys over there. That ball came flying in.
Yeah. Fell back into the stands there. That was Colton Rockow.
I think there was a little drama.
Chilson falls for the pump fake. Latz looking. Gives it to Sauerauer. Throws it up. Great shot. That puts her to a...
And there's a foul on the play. Hyman's fouled.
Latz hasn't scored recently, but I'm assuming this game is put away, and Hyman looking for that 20.
Yeah, Latz was quiet in the first half, came out on fire in the second, and has cooled off again. And you say that's a even 20 for Ava Hyman on the night?
That should be. My calculations are correct.
Well, give her 21.
She's averaging 11 on the year. Brings that up. Scored 10 more than that. Sauerauer from deep. Ooh.
Good hustle by Petska. Just couldn't grab it. So 20, just over 20 seconds left.
Hyman. Thought she was out of bounds, but I guess not. She'll draw the foul. She's been at the line a lot in probably the past minute and a half. She hasn't missed yet. Might have just jinxed her.
Yeah, that's a unwritten rule, man.
I know.
Oh, see? You did it, Peyton. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's my bad. I called it, too. Knew it was going to happen.
It's like when seems to happen most of the time with field goal kickers when they say, "Oh, he's perfect from inside of 40 yards this year," and then
shanks it.
Yeah.
Oh, a little behind the back.
And they're going to get the foul. So Latz is going to go to the line for 2.
Try to get up to 14.
Number 30, Wilson, that's her 4th personal, and that's 18 foul. 18 foul. Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Hits the first. Smooth stroke. And goes 2 for 2 at the line.
She gets to 14 then.
With 5 seconds left, they're going to let the clock run out here. And it does. So the Ramblers take it here, and the trend continues with between these two teams, whoever the home team is, seems to get the win. So Regis and Teddy Joas now move up to 3-2 versus Bloomer in his first 4 seasons
and
as head coach.
Move up to 5-1 on the year.
Yeah.
1-1 in conference play.
And the Blackhawks moved to 4-2 and 1-1 in conference play as well. So we have a little special thing that we do at the end. Well, maybe not special, but we like to go with 1, the player of the game, and then 2, we like to do the Mancino's grinder of the game. So, kind of like the Gruden grinder, someone who really came in and made an impact who maybe wasn't expected to do so or played really great defense or, had a lot of rebounds. So I'm going to hand that over to you, Peyton. So who is your RSN player of the game tonight?
I think this is just a no-brainer. put up 22 points. It's Ava Hyman. Definitely made an impact in the late game, going 7 for 8 from the free throw.
I would have to agree. And you have Mancino's grinder of the game.
I think I'm going Malia Cassing,
Okay.
actually. Definitely made a big impact when Chilson was out. And as a grinder, she was fighting for the ball all night. Definitely made an impact when she was in.
I like that. I'm going to throw in for Bloomer. I'm going to say, and I had mentioned her just a few minutes ago, but Caitlin Jones. She came up big for the Blackhawks, really helped them out down the stretch, kind of provided that spark when maybe some of their typical scorers weren't, using their full potential that they have, I guess you could say.
Yeah, she's been quiet all year, but makes an impact with double digits tonight.
Yeah, so good game for her. And before we sign off, for the girls, they travel to Thorpe next Thursday at 7:15 p.m. for a Western Clover Belt matchup. And Bloomer is going to be at home Tuesday at 7 p.m., and they're going to host Osceola. The boys are also here on Tuesday at 7:15. I believe they also have Bloomer, so we'll see you back here Tuesday evening versus the Bloomer boys. You guys have a great night, and thank you.